Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where OP dances with a crazy lady at the grocery store. Our next post is from you, the deli guy. So let me set the scene here. I'm just at the grocery store trying to get some supplies for sandwiches. I don't need anything fancy, just some good old turkey and cheddar. But apparently those simple requests are too much to ask for because I ended up in a dance-off with a lady who seemed like she was auditioning for a reality TV show. I'm still trying to figure out how it all started. Was it fate, karma, or maybe just bad timing? Let me explain. So I get to the deli counter and there's only one person in front of me, but she seems to be taking forever. Like seriously, this lady is giving me flashbacks to middle school dances, standing in front of the mirror, overthinking my two-step. But with her, it's like she's trying out for Dancing with the Stars, right there in the deli section. I'm humming along to my music trying to stay chill, but she's got the deli guy, who I'm calling Josh, totally distracted. She starts listing off these demands like she's ordering a custom sandwich, but it's more like she's running for president. No additives, organic, gluten-free, locally sourced, fair trade. I'm thinking, lady, you're asking for a unicorn turd. Finally, she drops the bomb. And I want it sliced to perfection by hand, no machine. Look, I'm all for supporting local businesses, but I draw the line at risking a finger or two on the job. Not to mention, if anyone's gonna slice me a sandwich, it's gonna be that little plastic slicer up top, not Scissors McGee over there. But before I can say anything, she skips over me like I'm invisible and heads straight for the counter. Josh looks like he's about to call 911 and say, "Send help, I've been abducted by a sandwich enthusiast." So I stand there dumbfounded as she launches into this rant about how overworked he is and how he needs to slow down and appreciate the finer things in life. And I'm thinking, lady, your breath is stinking up the whole deli. You might want to appreciate the fine things in life, like dental hygiene. But then she turns around and locks eyes with me. You're just jealous, young man, because you can't handle the heat. You're intimidated by my discerning palate and mad skills. Now, normally I'm all about keeping the peace, especially in places like the grocery store where the stakes are high, like getting the last can of Diet Coke. But I'm starting to feel like she's deliberately picking a fight, and I'm tired of being the mediator. It's like she wants to drag me into her sandwich drama, and I'm not signing up for that kind of side quest. And then it happens. She lets loose a war cry. Dance, you lackluster loser. Dance and admit defeat. Wait, did she just challenge me to a dance battle in the middle of the grocery store? It's like something straight out of a John Hughes movie, except without the catchy soundtrack and the heartwarming ending. But something about her tone and the intense stare she's giving me, it's like she's not joking. I'm stuck in this weird situation where I've got two options: either humiliate myself in front of everyone or risk a public meltdown from a lunatic who seems like she's got enough problems to fill a season of hoarders. I mean, her purse has more logos than my gym shorts. Before I can ponder any longer, she strikes a pose that would make Michael Jackson proud and challenges me. The deli guy looks like he's about to serve up some deli meat, but instead he pulls out his phone and starts acting like DJ Jazzy Jeff. The other customers start gathering around like it's a flash mob gone wrong. This is officially the most terrifying and awkward situation I've found myself in since that time I accidentally sat in the principal's chair. And just like that, I'm in the middle of a deli dance-off with a lady who probably pays extra for bottled water just to get the exercise. She goes first, and honestly, her moves are so fierce I almost regret accepting the challenge. It's like watching a caffeinated hummingbird attack a plate of donuts. I mean, she's got more energy than a pack of hyperactive squirrels on speed. I'm leaning against the counter trying to look nonchalant while silently panicking and wondering if this is what my life has come to. As she finishes her routine with a flourish, everyone applauds. It's like a standing ovation at the ballet, except it's a grocery store deli and we're wearing sweatpants. Finally, it's my turn, and I gotta admit I'm in a pickle. I'm not exactly Fred Astaire, and my repertoire consists of air guitar moves and pretending to be a robot. But I got two choices: embarrass myself or disappoint the deli guy, who just spent the last 3 minutes making an epic playlist. So I do my best to summon the spirit of MC Hammer and bust out some vintage 90s moves. Somehow I managed to pull off a half-decent moonwalk, and maybe it's the nostalgia factor or the sheer ridiculousness of the situation, but the crowd actually cheers. It's like they're seeing the second coming of Vanilla Ice, and I'm riding a wave of applause. But then it happens. Karen does what she does best. She tries to upstage me with a move that can only be described as the mating call of a particularly frantic walrus. And in her zeal, she trips over her own feet and sends her purse flying. Suddenly, it's like the bird droppings in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Everything slows down, and that iconic theme starts playing. The only difference is, instead of ancient artifacts, there's a pile of discount coupons and receipts threatening to engulf me. I swear I could hear Indiana Jones say, "It's a trap." And sure enough, before I can react, Karen swoops in and grabs them like a hungry seagull snatching a French fry off a baby's high chair. It's quick, unexpected, and leaves me covered in what feels like years of unwashed laundry. The deli guy can't hold it in anymore and bursts out laughing. The other customers erupt in applause, and someone shouts, "Deli guy wins!" I mean, it's not exactly the Super Bowl, but I'll take the win. Karen throws her head back and lets out this loud humph. It's like a foghorn on a bad connection, and says something about unfair tactics and shoves past me to grab her victory sandwich. I don't stick around to see if she complains to management. Instead, I grab my cheese, escape to the produce section and hide until I hear the all clear. Later, I realized it's probably not a good idea to antagonize people who can dance circles around you. But hey, at least I got a good story and free cheese. And now my friends call me the Deli Dance King. But I'm terrified I'll end up on someone's TikTok doing the running man in front of the cheese fridge. TLDR, a crazy lady asked me to dance when I dared to talk back to her after she caused a long line delay at the grocery store deli. So I accepted her challenge, and I guess I won because she stormed off after I danced, and people cheered. So yeah, OP definitely wins the award for worst attitude at the grocery store. This lady sounds like she takes herself way too seriously and is always looking for a reason to go off on someone. So when OP called her out for being jealous, I knew she would take it as a dare and it would escalate quickly. So I love that OP stood up to her and wasn't afraid to talk back. Plus OP handled the situation well. When she challenged him to a dance battle, she said, "Dance and admit defeat." So all OP had to do was dance, not necessarily win the dance battle. So he technically did win because he danced, and this lady literally lost her balance during the dance-off. That sounds humiliating. So she ended up losing her cool and stormed off, and I love that the deli guy was jamming out and was so happy to have a good distraction. And I also love that OP made it out of this interaction alive and with free cheese. OP has earned his deli dance crown. So I give this story a rating of 4.6 out of 5. Would Karen trip over her own feet and send her purse flying if I asked her to dance? That's an absolute unit of a Karen.